Hello, welcome to my group's little gold point submission. Today, we're looking at what we've built in the game here. Um, when you build a new game, you'll put in a random seed to create a world, press S to finish, and it'll give you this prompt talking about what's happening in the game. The goal is to answer the floor's professor's riddles correctly. To talk to a professor, you have to collect coins to earn their trust. You have an axe available to you to chop down trees that are in your way along the route. And you collect a key from completing a riddle, which allows you to unlock the next floor and go up. And the controls are WASD to move, E to interact, X to chop, 1, 2, 3, 4 to answer these riddles, and C to change your character customization. So once we get here, you'll see the avatars over here. And you'll see that throughout the world randomly, there are coins generated, these little yellow guys, and the professor over here. Each floor has a unique professor with a unique encounter. The riddle is procedural, of course, because there are 8 levels, and on each level you will collect coins to try and talk to the professor, complete his riddle, his or her riddle, I guess, and then be able to move forward. So some of the creative mechanisms we've implemented are chopping down trees. If you see in the bottom left here, we have a durability on the axe. And when you chop down trees, all trees in the world are destructible just because there's also the sand tile that is completely indestructible that bounds everything completely. So when you chop down trees, it chops down everything to your right, left, above, and below you. So this will take 2 durability off the axe. And you'll notice that as it gets lower, it changes color as if to say, hey, stop chopping down all the trees, you're causing deforestation. Once you've collected a certain number of coins, you can talk to the professor and ask for him to give you his riddle. On this floor, you need 6 coins. So if you talk to the professor with 5, he'll say he's dissatisfied. You need a little more effort to earn his trust on this one. So once you've collected 6 coins listed here in your inventory, you can then go over to the professor and begin the encounter. This floor is John De Niro. You get a little bit of flavor text about what he's doing, and then he'll present you a riddle about hash maps. John will say, if you were to place an object in a Java hash map and change some attribute, would you be able to find it again? You have a 10-second countdown to put in some input between 1 to 4 about what you're answering. And the correct answer, of course, is if the hash code does not depend on that attribute, you can still find it. To which he'll say, congratulations, and make visible to you somewhere on the floor a key. The key ends up being over here. Then once you collect the key, you can move forward with the stairs here. So a lot of our additions nothing makes the game losable. The game there's no loss condition, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So once you've completed all 8 riddles, even if you fail at a certain point in time, you can continue trying until you succeed, with the end goal of completing the 8th floor and being able to be a CS major. We also have a lot of stats available to you. Every time you complete a floor, it'll tell you how many trees you've chopped down, how many actions you've taken, how many coins you've collected. This floor, we get a different professor, because each one's unique. But now I need 4 more coins. I need to get to 11. One thing you'll notice is that as you go up in floors, you start to encounter more worthy coins, or coins that are worth more. This one here specifically says it's worth $5, because everything is measured in American currency here in our world. Another nice feature is there's an additional axe pickup on each level. So I'm down to 13 durability here, but once I pick this up, I'll get back up to 63, meaning I can continue to traverse the world pretty effectively. And I'll cut here to show you what the later floors look like. One thing we've also added in the game is Josh Hug as an NPC. Josh steps away from his Just Dance console, wiping sweat off his kind brow. Ah, you made it to a curious version of me inside a game I assigned you to create, he says to you, and then asks you about the Ledger of Harms, to which hopefully you'd realize is not all the wrongdoings of CEOs or Silicon Valley's death count, or even people who failed 61B, but the negative social externalities of tech companies. Upon completion of that, he'll again spawn a key to allow you to achieve the next floor. So a few of the features here on our final floor you'll notice is one of which that I think is cool is when you change your skin, not only do you walk around as a different character, but when you reach a professor for an encounter, it'll display this character as the character on your side of the encounter. And we've placed Arikari as the final the final professor as a testament to the data science at Berkeley. what she's asking is with a p-value of 0.01 and a cutoff of 0.05, what can you do necessarily? And the answer would be reject the null in this case. So one thing you'll also notice is that when you complete a counter multiple times successfully or fail an encounter, it won't spawn a key because the game knows you've already completed this riddle and doesn't let you profit from it twice. So in the end, the game comes down to a lot of resource management, because if at any point you run out of axe swings and you need to cut through some trees to get to your goal, you've reached kind of a soft loss case, but normally hard game over screen for that, because there are a lot of cases where even without axe swings, you're able to continue the game. But of course, the idea behind regeneration was making it so that there were a lot of obstacles in your way, generally. And so with that, we have the final key to finish the game. And it prompts you, telling you you've learned everything about CS. All the professors you've encountered along the way show up to congratulate you, and it gives you your final stats, which I think is interesting. The game can be completed in about 200 actions and with something like 60 coins. So hope you enjoyed watching and learning a little bit about our game.